let's get into this hair real quick, honey. Because, you know, your girl, she been doing these, why am I talking about myself in third person? I've been doing these braid out, y'all, ever since quarantine started. And let me tell you, it has paid off tremendously. Like, see, okay. Damn. What's up, everybody? My name is Averilina, and welcome to Consciously Unfiltered with Averilina. Yay! Right? How's everybody doing today? Oh my gosh, guys. I went outside today just for a little, you know, to run some errands or whatever. And let me tell you, there's still some people out there not wearing a mask. And they wonder why the coronavirus cases have literally tripled, doubled? I don't know. They've spiked. And it's ridiculous. People still aren't wearing masks. I don't know what we have to do, what we have to say to get these people to wear masks, you know, but yeah, it needs to happen because this ain't cool. It ain't cool.
What's not clicking? What's not clicking?
So, I know I kind of just jumped into things, but I want to tell you guys a little bit about moi, so that you guys can, you know, get to know me, basically. So I'm going to tell you guys my top 5 rappers of all time, dead or alive. This is not up for debate because it's my top 5. It's my top 5. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Okay. Okay. No particular order because I just cannot decide. Like, that is not for me right now. I'm not trying to do, you know? So in no particular order, we're gonna go with Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Tupac, Biggie. I feel like you can't say one without saying another, but that's just how I feel. Like, Biggie and Pac are like, I have to, both of them. And last but not least, honey, not least, Eminem. I'm gonna leave that there for y'all to, you know, settle in with that. That should tell you a lot about myself and what I'm about and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into today's announcements. Ew, did I really just use finger guns? Like, ew, no. Today's announcements. Oh my gosh, guys. The Shy is back for season 3. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's on Showtime. I absolutely love this show. I recommend it to anyone that likes watching TV or a show in general. Like, I don't recommend it to anyone in specific because it's for everybody. Especially the Black community, because they touch on, this season they touch on so many things. And I love Lena Wraith, and I love all of the writers and producers that had and creators that had a say in the whole show. So this season they're introducing a couple of new people that I absolutely love. One of them is Lala. Okay, give it up for Lala. Oh yes, like, we love her. Lala is our girl. Candy is also joining the cast this season, and Luke James. Now, honey, let me tell you a little something about Luke James. I've never seen anyone that could exude that much sexiness before. Like, I've never felt someone through a TV screen. Do you feel what I'm saying? Through a TV screen, y'all. Anyway, The Shy is my favorite show. Episodes 1 and 2 are out right now. It comes on every single Sunday. Y'all got to get on that. If y'all not on that, y'all better get on it because let me tell you. Also, Ozark is being renewed for its 4th and final season. A lot of people will say that Ozark is boring and that, you know, just that it's boring. And I 100 100%, 100 million% agree that it was boring until about the middle of season 2, where it took off and it was like, yes, I was like, yes, like shit got real. Basically, in like lamest terms, shit got real. So I suggest you try to get through it to the middle of season 2. That's when it really starts to like really get action packed and picks up, and it gets really good and interesting. And then season 3, like the whole season 3 from start to finish is like super good the whole way through. So yeah, it's back for, or it's getting renewed for its 4th and final season. So, you know, Netflix, you already know. Speaking of Netflix plans to invest $100 million into banks that support Black communities. Shout out to Netflix. You're doing good. Moving on. Remember the rapper Kia? She sung this song.
I do it good. This just like you should.
Well, let me tell you something, y'all. She read the hell out of Lil Wayne. Now, in the past, we've all known that when it comes to this whole Black Lives Matter movement, and just in terms of Black people and us in general, and what our struggle and what we have to go through, Lil Wayne has not been the best ally. And it almost makes no damn sense because he is a Black man that comes from Louisiana. But it's true. He said some off the wall things, and let's just say Kia came for him.
Be real, Lil Krusty has never been for the people. You claim you've never experienced hate and racism, and now you're saying there's nothing more we can do as a people about the wrongful deaths and the killing and murder of Black people that's going on in America. See, that heroin done went to your head. Bitch, kill yourself, because again, you've been out of order. Poor junkie can't see past the heroin and cocaine dust. Fuck nigga, fuck you. We the people say you are 99 dreads short of being a man and 99 brain cells short, you know, of freeing anybody that's oppressed.
Another thing, Viola Davis goes on to talk about her worth and explains how she is compared to Meryl Streep and to all these other great actresses and actors, yet she has yet to see the same amount of money or even be given the same amount of opportunities. So she goes on to talk about this stuff, and honestly, if anyone knows or has seen Viola Davis and her acting and what she's been in, they know that she's speaking 100% facts. Here's the clip.
I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. But I have to get on that phone and people say, you're a Black Meryl Streep. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that, you pay me what I'm worth.
Y'all, Beyonce, that's all I gotta say. Beyonce is back with a film called Black is King. It will be on Disney Plus July 31st. So we're all looking forward to that. I know as a Black community, because you know Beyonce, and it's called Black is King. Like, there's definitely some African influence in there. You can tell by the trailer. It looks so good. I'm super excited. Speaking of Disney Plus, Hamilton is going to be streaming on Disney Plus. I'm like super excited about that. I've never seen Hamilton before. I have been wanting to see it, but you know, I don't live in New York. Hamilton is coming to Disney Plus, and I'm just so excited. Last announcement for today. Let me just go ahead and eat my ice cream real quick. Shout out to Ben & Jerry's, okay? Shout out to Ben & Jerry's. You know why? Because throughout this whole Black Lives Matter movement recently, they've been posting articles on their website about some serious topics that really need serious attention. Like, honestly, they're talking about police brutality. They're even talking about voting. They're talking about white supremacy, talking about racism. They're talking about all of it. And let me tell you, this is the only ice cream I'm finna be eating forever. For real though, these little brownie pieces, so fucking good. They did that thing. Today's order of business. Whew, you guys. The BET Awards was last Sunday. Did y'all watch it? Virgil Abloh, I don't know, and I don't care.
And don't give a fuck. And don't.
And Terry Crews, he's tweeting once again. Why does he still have a Twitter? Why does he still have a phone? I don't know. Anyway, let's get into it, you guys. So let's start with the BET Awards last Sunday, hosted by none other than Amanda Seales. And let me tell you, homegirl did a thing. We got some performances from Megan Thee Stallion. The hot girl did a thing, okay? I ain't mad at it. Chloe and Halle did an amazing job. Ooh, them girls, they never disappoint, honey, let me tell you. Summer Walker and Usher, okay, they went and performed. And you know, this was Summer Walker's time to shine, honey, because she ain't have to be in front of nobody. She ain't have to, fake smile or pose for the camera. She had to do none of that. So you already know she was in there like, yes, this is my time. Lil Wayne did a tribute to Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant. I just want to do like a quick recap of who won the awards for the night. So best collab goes to Chris Brown and Drake. No guidance. To be honest, like, damn, this is a whole ass conversation for another day, but I'm gonna just say it real quick right in here. I'm gonna just insert real quick. But like, the older I get, the less of a Chris Brown stan I become. Like, I used to be a stan, and now I'm like I'm like a fan, like I could care less, but anyway, that's just like a whole different conversation. I never thought that I would ever be saying that, like, ever. I never thought that those words would even come out of my mouth. Like, who am I? Anyway, Roddy Ricch takes home Best New Artist and Best Album. Now, let me tell you a little something about it. A lot of people on Twitter were like, of all the albums, Roddy Ricch, Roddy Ricch? Let that sink in. Burna Boy takes home the Best International Act Award. Megan Thee Stallion got chosen for the Best Hip Hop Artist. DJ Khaled and Nipsey Hussle and John Legend got picked for Video of the Year. Lizzo was the Best Female R&B Pop Artist. Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, and Ty Dolla $ign for Viewers' Choice Award. The Baby for Best Male Hip Hop Artist, Michael B. Jordan for Best Actor, Issa Rae for Best Actress, Tiana Taylor, or should I say Spike T, for Video Director of the Year, Migos for Best Group, and last but certainly not least, Beyonce, Blue Ivy, Wizkid, and St. John for Brown Skin Girl. And Beyonce took home the humanitarian award, the Her Award. So yeah, that was basically it. And let's go back, because Beyonce took home the humanitarian award, like we all know, but we weren't even focused on that, honey. We was focused on the look. Did y'all see Beyonce? Did y'all see Beyonce? Did you see her? Beyonce looked so good. She looked 20 years old again, which is like, bitch, what? How? What's the secret, sis? Beyonce looked stunning while telling us to go out and vote. Huh. Beauty and brains. And one last thing, don't come for my girl Marsai Martin because her hair wasn't done and her teeth look fake and whatnot, because I will come over there and beat your ass. I don't know why, I don't know who, honestly, I didn't see the backlash on my TL because they know to come correct when it comes to Miss Marsai Martin. But apparently everybody was talking about her hair and her teeth, and so she made this video.
So I was on Twitter, and a lot of people have been addressing my hair, or talking about my hair, and how it looks like a grandma's wig, and and they're talking about my veneers, and this don't look like a veneer to me. Thank you. Y'all, we are in quarantine and we got more things to focus on than just my hair. Justice for Breonna Taylor.
Now this next topic is gonna get you hot because it got me hot. And I don't mean hot like hot and bothered hot. I mean hot like I'm mad. Like, whose man? Somebody come get... Actually, I know the exact somebody to come get his mans, because it's Kanye. Kanye, come get your mans. Come get your mans. So Virgil is basically done for. The Louis Vuitton creator, fashion creator, what is his title? Shit. Let me look it up real quick. Artistic director. Virgil, the artistic director of Louis Vuitton. Not only did this man showcase coon behavior from the jump, and not only does his family look like this, I'm sorry, I had to say it, but someone said that he looks like a slave in his own family. He looks like the servant. And I couldn't agree more. But anyway, not only are those two things that I just said true, but he's also not creative or original at all. Like, at all. If you guys know what's going on in the world right now, or at least in the hip hop world right now, first of all, rest in peace to Pop Smoke. Second of all, his team said that he would be coming out with a album, posthumous. It just gets worse every time I try to correct myself. His team said that they would be coming out with an album that he wanted to release before he passed away. Now, they also asked if the Virgil Abloh, don't fucking know his last name, I don't fucking know.
They don't give a fuck.
And don't.
But the CEO of Off-White, by the way, the artistic director of Louis Vuitton, by the way, they asked this creative designer to design his cover art. You know, and it's like, well, yeah, Virgil is the man, so of course we would want him to design the cover art. And child, when I tell y'all, he came back with this. It's all jokes. At this point, it's all jokes. This man is a bundle of jokes. This man, I can't even, y'all. Anyway, that is strike 2 on our why we should not support or even like or even pay any attention to Virgil. Strike one. If y'all do not remember, he did donate $50 to people in need of bail funds for protests. I think it was specifically the George Floyd protests. But yeah, $50. $50. The CEO of Off-White, the artistic director of Louis Vuitton, $50. She said in her French accent, $50. Yeah, so that was like strike one. Like what? This man had the audacity. Anyway, my strike three for Virgil is this rug from IKEA. Y'all, he got commissioned to make a rug for IKEA. I guess design a rug for IKEA because once again, CEO of Off-White, artistic director of Louis Vuitton. So you would think that he would have some type of creative bone in his body, in his cuerpo. Pero like, no. Not one. Because the rug from IKEA was actually just a receipt from IKEA. I'm gonna let y'all just sit there with that, okay? Oh yeah, and another thing, he stole the album cover idea and most of what it was from someone else already. And he made up a BS story about Pop Smoke. This guy posted it on his Instagram. Even, you know, the crazy thing is he stole the idea and it still was trash. Because the guy's original idea, I'm guessing his name is Ryder, but Ryder's original idea was just the rose, that chromatic rose. And it looked good. It didn't look bad at all. And then Virgil went and freaking made it look like What a Time to Be Alive cover mixed with some other stuff that I just can't even. I can't. So yeah, let's just throw him away. Speaking of throwing people away, let's also throw away Terry Crews and his phone and his Twitter and his and his thoughts and his ideology and his ideology all together. So if you don't know, I'm gonna tell you right now. Terry Crews tweeted, and I quote, "If you are a child of God, you are my brother and sister. I have family of every race, creed, and ideology. We must ensure hashtag Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into hashtag Black Lives Better." Now, a moment of silence for that crazy statement. Who is thinking, you know, Black Lives Matter? Yeah, Black Lives Matter. Let's go ahead and take it further and say that Black lives are better.
Negro, please.
We're fighting to even get in the door of mattering. Like, we're fighting to matter in general. That's why we have this whole thing going on, because apparently we don't matter, especially to police. I mean, like, to white people as a whole, we just don't matter. To America as a whole, we just don't matter. So we're like fighting to matter. So the fact that you would even think that we would try and turn this into something saying that Black lives are better, like, we couldn't even do that if we wanted to, first of all, because we barely matter. So anyway, you know, Twitter had a field day with him, but this just reminded me of all of the things that he said way before this. Defeating white supremacy without white people creates Black supremacy. Equality is the truth. Like it or not, we are all in this together.
Negro, please.
That just made me really uncomfortable. Like, really uncomfortable. Black supremacy, Black Lives Better. You see where he's going. You see his thought process, right? You see it, right? Okay, so we'll just leave it there. But I can't just leave it there. I can't just leave it there. Because remember back last year when Gabrielle Union came out and talked about America's Got Talent and the racism and sexism within the whole network and the show as a whole. So Gabrielle Union, even though Gabrielle Union supported him and was behind him, once again supported him in his statement saying that a high-level Hollywood executive had groped him at an industry party the previous year. So let me say that again. She supported him. She was behind him when he said this thing that I'm guessing was true. And now she said that basically there is no type of diversity, and that America's Got Talent always got on her for having her hair be too black, you know, acting too black, looking too black, being black. It's all the same, right? Her hair was too black. I think she said her outfits were too, or whatever. And he basically denied that being the case. He said, and I quote, "I can't speak for sexism because I'm not a woman, but I can speak on any racism comments. That was never my experience. In fact, it was the most diverse place I've ever been in my 20 years of entertainment."
Negro, please.
Now, here you have a Black woman saying that there is no diversity, there is no this, no that. So here's what Gabrielle Union had to say about that when she finally did respond. "Telling truth, wanting change, and having multiple witnesses who bravely came forward to let everyone know that I didn't lie or exaggerate really exposes those who enthusiastically will throw you under the bus, forgetting quickly who stepped up for their truth." Their truth. She also said, "Ask about what happens to all that diversity folks are talking about behind the scenes. Like, legit, where the hell is all that diversity in the production though, homie? In the decision-making ranks who control the fate of the diversity in front of the camera?" So apparently she didn't see no diversity, but he did.
Negro, please.
But he also thinks that Black supremacy is a thing, and that Black Lives Matter could turn into Black Lives Better while we fighting to matter. So let's go ahead and get into Let's Skip the Small Talk. So on this segment, I basically talk about a hot topic. Oh, I sound like Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
And I go ahead and phone a friend and get their opinion on the whole thing. Today's hot scolding tea, and trust me, it is very hot. Jada, Will, and August Alsina? Ooh. So August Alsina recently had an interview, and he said a couple of things that were, one, surprising and two, not surprising at the same time.
Block my heart space is blocked. I don't really have a choice but to express my truth. I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
So I'm gonna hit up my homegirl Hope, and we're gonna see what she thinks about the whole situation. Hey girl.
Hey.
So for today's Let's Skip the Small Talk, we're gonna be talking about August Alsina and Jada Pinkett Smith.
Ooh.
Right. Okay, so my question for you is, do you think an open relationship is realistic or even functional in today's society?
Well, for me,
For me?
like, okay, I just want to say this. I understand that not everybody has the same mindset or thought process as I do, or, you know, feelings toward things. So I'm just speaking out of my own perspective. I personally don't think it's realistic for me to be in an open relationship because that's not what I would want. But for the people that, you know, might not have the same terms of, you know, being into a certain relationship and is open to that, I mean, I think it's realistic because whatever you want, if you find somebody that wants the same thing, I mean, it's doable. Do I think it's functional? The open relationship to me is kind of like it's just like y'all best friends that like check up on each other every night, but y'all still got your own thing going on. You know what I'm saying? So
you can. That is like, to me, that's two different things. Best friends checking up on each other at the end of the night? Best friends?
I mean, like, okay, like you say with Jada and Will, if they really are doing that, you know what I'm saying? Like,
First of all, before you even go further, sorry to cut you off, but first of all, it has been one of the longest rumors in Hollywood has been that Will and Jada are in an open relationship. Whether or not that's true, most of us believe it's true. So at this point, August coming out and saying that he was basically in a relationship with Jada, I think that solidifies the fact that it is true that they are in some type of open relationship. Right.
If we want to apply that logic, right?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and apply it for the fun of it.
Yeah, so for that logic, I don't think it's very functional or realistic in that way. Just like the evidence of this example. Like, it's a whole bunch of confusion. But like, and granted, yes, they are celebrities and all that, but I mean, anytime you have a relationship and you add other people, that's more opinions, more like feelings, more, it's, you know, like that's just more stuff to deal with. So that's why I'm just like, if you for that, okay, but that's just a lot for me. I
think it can be functional, but the only reason why I think that it could also not be functional is because they're famous. It's because everybody knows them and everybody wants to be in their business at that. And it doesn't help that Jada came out with the Red Table Talk show so that everybody really is in their business. Right. But yeah, that's the main reason why I think that in real life with people that aren't, you know, in the spotlight, it could possibly work. But when people are in the spotlight too, that just puts a lot of attention on not only those two, but, you know, you have people that come out like August and say, I was in a relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot for us common people to hear, especially when, like, we grew up with those celebrities being celebrities and being like together only with each other. They've been together that we've seen only with each other. Whether or not they've been in an open relationship this whole time, we've only ever seen them together, those two together. So it's like, well, thank you so much, girl, for speaking on this topic. I appreciate it. All right, girl.
Everybody love who you want to love, as long as everybody know what's going on within the situation. All right?
A message from Hope. Period. All right, girl. Peace.
All right, bye.
Okay, so next I have a little segment I'd like to call Who's Next? Go, 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 go. So this segment is basically about who or what is canceled. And when I say cancel, I mean cancel. I mean canceled. I did that on purpose. So let's cancel these racist ass statues that are still up. Okay. Protesters and rioters have already taken some action to tear down, remove, torch some of these monuments that have very racist backgrounds, and yeah, I just want to talk about it. I just want to talk about it a little bit. So one of them was the State Capitol Confederate Monument in Raleigh, North Carolina. The Confederate monument was vandalized with graffiti by protesters, and it says F12, racist, and buck the system. So there's one.
Who's next?
Go, 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 go.
Another one happened in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It was the Market House building. They set it on fire. Protesters shattered windows, and also it was happening during the protests, so they were chanting Black Lives Matter. The Market House is a historical landmark and tourist attraction, but the thing is, it apparently is where slave auctions were held.
Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down! Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down!
There's so many examples, you guys, so many. I'm getting this, by the way, by motherjones.com. A woman by the name of Camille Squires wrote this article, so if you want to go ahead and check it out, I'll have the link down below so that you can see all of the monuments that have been torched, occupied, removed, in her words. All of those statues are canceled. Canceled. No more. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate it. I would love it if you guys could go ahead and share this with a friend. Let them know. Let me know what you think of the podcast and what else you would like to hear me talk about. And if you would also like to be featured on Let's Skip the Small Talk. So that's it for today, y'all. I just want to leave y'all with a little something to help you get through the rest of your week until you hear me again. So the music that I've been getting into lately has been girls. From female R&B artists to female rappers. Oh my God. Ugh. Here's some music that I suggest you listen to right now. Tiana Taylor, The Album. City Girls' new album, City on Lock. Chloe and Halle's Ungodly Hour. And Megan Thee Stallion's single, Girls in the Hood. Don't forget to follow me on social media. My Twitter is at Averilina with 2 A's at the end. And my Instagram is at Avery Jewel. I also have Instagram and Twitter for this podcast. You can go ahead and search it on Instagram and Twitter under Consciously Unfiltered. Give me a follow. Thank you very much. I'm waiting. Okay, thank you. But I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you once again for listening to me. Until next time.